I understand there's new products coming along.
Yeah, we've actually been profitable for the last 10 quarters. We did 500 million in revenue last year. So we're really seeing this money is kind of helping us invest in new products, but also giving us a cushion. Kind of we could do future acquisitions and things like that. Last year we launched a bunch of new products, including invoicing, accounts payable, and Mercury Personal. So we're expanding from serving just businesses to consumers as well.
You got to go there. M&A. Where would you want to do inorganic as well as organic growth then?
Yeah, we'll see. We made an acquisition last year in the accounting space, but we haven't announced anything else. But there's the interesting thing about banking is there's a lot of places to expand, both in terms of new types of customers. So we kind of expanded in the last few years from startups to e-commerce and professional services as well as kind of these new products that we can build on top of it. We really want to reimagine banking, so it's not just kind of a dumb account that doesn't do anything. We really wanted to help power people's finances and help them run their company in the easiest way possible.
It's reported that Sequoia Capital was particularly impressed by the way you handled the influx of demand coming after the collapse of SVB. And certainly Mercury and Brex were everywhere we were talking. That amount of client deposits that came in, how much have you retained? How have you managed to build from that moment?
Yeah, we had 2 billion in basically that 1 week time period. We retained 95% of them 6 months later. And we've grown significantly since then. So just last year, we grew transaction volume by 64%. Where our scale is much, much bigger than even 2 years ago when that SVB failure happened.
You're not technically a bank. So how are you thinking about broadening out? You, of course, have relationships with underlying banks that give you the ability to help with these products. You're also thinking of building software, ultimately. What do you want to be thought of? How are we going to say this is what Mercury is in 5 years' time?
Yeah, we kind of think about reimagining banking. So, one of the benefits of working with kind of partner banks is we actually work with a sweep network underneath the hood. So we provide everyone 5 million in FDIC insurance. So the vast majority of the deposits we have are actually FDIC insured, and we work with kind of 2 main partner banks right now, Choice Financial and Column Bank. And we kind of think if there was a software company that built great software for banking, what would it be? And that's where we think about kind of broadening out the suite and really want to redefine banking. Right? Banking shouldn't just be a bank account. It should be a lot more. And I think in 10 years, it'll be weird to do invoices not from a bank account. It'll be weird to kind of have spend management and corporate card that's not part of your banking.
You're using funds, I understand, to help give liquidity to your talent, your workforce. You're doing a tender offer. But many will be thinking, where's the next step, the exit in many ways? What, in 10 years' time, will Mercury be publicly listed? Will you have been bought by someone? Will you have bought others?
Yeah, I don't think of this as a thing I want to exit. I want to run this company for the next 20 years. There's a lot we can do and we will do. I think being public along the way is part of the journey. So yeah, there's nothing imminent. We only actually launched 6-ish years ago. So I still think of us as a pretty young company. But yeah, it's important for employees to have access to some liquidity rather than waiting another 10 years or whatever it is till we go public. So we wanted to provide that as an option. I'm sure lots of them want to buy houses or do nice things for themselves. And yeah, I think as we're profitable, it makes sense to make that available to our employees.